Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rob, and in today's video I want to talk about patience and how good things take time. We look around, we look on social media, and we see that people are sharing stuff and it appears that they've just like come up with it, and look at the amazing stuff they're doing, whether that's particularly if it's starting a business or they've got a new idea. But everything is just feels like there's so much pressure for things to be done now and chasing after the new, when I just want to share my thoughts on us actually how good things can take time, and actually by us slowing down we can have a greater sense on what it is that we want to create, what it is that we want to achieve. And we don't have to be on the hamster wheel just keeping up with everyone else because that's what they're doing, feeling like we're going to get left behind. I think that's what a lot of it is born from, is that we think that we're just going to be left behind and everyone else is going to be doing great things and going to be successful, and I just need to get going. When I think there's a real benefit in us actually taking a moment and taking the long road of stuff, and sometimes that road is taking the road less traveled. And I just really feel like in a way I'm sharing this for myself to be as a reminder for me to remember to take time with stuff. It's okay if something takes a few years to do, or it takes 10 years to create. I think we often think that we have to, well, if we come up with something, we have to do it and it has to be out within a month and we have to be making money off it, or a product, or anything really. And I think the best things can take time. And I just want to share a few people that stories that everyone will pretty much know of, people where things have taken them a lot of time. So take, for instance, Walt Disney. Now, everyone knows about Disney, whether it's in Paris or Florida or California, and how huge they are. And they now have, all the films that they've created and everything. Well, this started with, one man's dream, really. And for him to get that dream off the ground, he needed to get finance to back him. Now, he would go to try and find the money. He would go to lenders and traditional routes or wherever it would be to try and get loaned the money. And time after time, we'd be like, no, he'd get rejected. He had to keep going back to the drawing board, redefining his plans, redefining his ideas. And that kept on happening over and over. He actually got, Walt Disney actually got turned down 302 times before someone agreed to lend him the money. Now, most of us, myself included, have had ideas, I've had stuff, and I've kind of like packed it in much earlier than I should have. I've quit, because I thought like, oh, well, it's like I was asking for someone else's permission. I needed someone else to validate what I was doing. Yeah, in Walt Disney's case, he believed in what he did so much that he persevered. He took the long road, but he didn't fail 301 times. He just got to redefine his pitch and improve it and make it better. Now, another great example is Colonel Sanders, who's behind Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, he was 65 before he got an opportunity to imagine his dream. He'd worked all his life, and when he come to retire, he was pretty much really upset with the amount of money that he was entitled to in his retirement. So he had this idea for this chicken recipe. Now, he wanted to get it out there, so he'd go to chicken restaurants and he'd try and sell in his idea for this recipe. Now, most of the time, he'd get laughed out the door. They think, who's this old man? Who's he to tell me how I should be making my chicken? He'd just get laughed out the door. Now, obviously, we all know that how big a company that is. But he obviously didn't give up on his dream. But he got told no, rejected 1,006 times before someone actually said yes to him. Again, how many of us would go past 10, 20 at that age as well? But it just shows, for me, is to stay with it, to stay with that dream, to be persistent, to work at it, to craft it, to get better with it, and realize that if someone says no to you or you feel like you've failed, it's not a failure. Every failure is a lesson. It's helping you to grow. It's helping you to learn. It's helping you to polish that idea each time. You're not going to smack a home run out of the park each time if you just get one thing right. And what I've found from my short life so far is I learned far more from my failures than from my successes. And I think if we can encourage that more in society, that failing's a good thing. Like, I think it goes back to school, the school system. I don't think it's really encouraged failing. It's either right or wrong. Everyone wants to be the top of the class. No one wants to be the bottom. But people learn in different ways. What matters is that you're applying yourself, that you're interested in something, that you're passionate about something. And I think a lot of us, myself included, we can quit way too early when we should persevere longer and we should keep on going on that dream, just like Walt Disney or Colonel Sanders did. They kept going. So that's all I want to say. Good things take time. And you don't have to have made it when you're in your 20s or 30s. It could be when you're in your 60s or 70s when you have that idea and you want to see something through. So I hope that's of some use. If you've enjoyed today's video, then please like and subscribe and share it, whatever the usual protocol is for videos. But I've enjoyed sharing this video. I hope it's of some use. Until my next video, have a good one.